The magic ring. Look at the picture given below. At the seashore. One morning, Ebin went to the seashore with his father. Ebin, sit here. I will be back soon. Ebin's father sailed away in a small boat for fishing. Ebin sat on the shore waiting for his father. Ebin looked at the blue sea. He tried to count the boats. There were many. He began to dig a small pit in the sand. Waves came and filled it with water. Hours passed. The fishing boats were coming back. He saw crows and kites flying close to the boats. The boats reached the shore and the fishermen filled their baskets with fish. When will my father come back? Ebin wondered. A beautiful fish. Ebin looked at the blue sea. A small boat came riding on a big wave. It's my father's boat. Ebin jumped with joy. The boat came ashore. Ebin ran towards the boat. There was a big fish in the boat. What a huge fish! How beautiful! Ebin tried to lift the fish with both his hands. We will take this fish to the market. We will sell it for a good price, father said with a broad smile. Wait here, I will go and get a basket, father said and walked away. A relief. Ebin looked at the fish. He had never seen such a large fish alive. Its silver belly gleamed in the sun. Its fins and tail were blue. It opened its mouth at regular intervals. It twisted and turned. Ebin held it tight. The fish looked helplessly at Ebin with its pink eyes. It was gasping for breath. Poor fish, I will let it go back to the sea. Poor fish, it will die soon. Ebin felt sad. He walked towards the sea. A huge wave swept against Ebin's feet. Suddenly, Ebin let the fish into the sea. The fish happily glided through the waves. It went down into the deep blue sea and disappeared. The furious father. Father came back with a big basket. Where is the fish? He asked. I let it go. What? Are you crazy? Father raised his voice. Please, father, let it go, Ebin said. Father was furious. Get out of my sight. I don't want to set my eyes on you anymore, he shouted. Gratitude. What shall I do now? Ebin had no idea. He sat on the shore looking at the boats sailing away. Thank you for saving my life. He heard a voice from the sea. Who's that? Ebin looked around in surprise. Ebin could not believe his eyes. Can a fish speak? He stood on the shore like a statue. Dear boy, I'll never forget your kindness, the fish said. Take this. This is a magic ring. Rub it and see what it can do. Use this only when you are in need. The fish came near Ebin and opened its mouth. There was a beautiful ring in its mouth. Ebin took the ring and fish swam back to the sea, into the forest. Ebin walked aimlessly, but he was not afraid. He had the magic ring with him. He could use it in need. He walked for a long time. He reached a dense forest with huge trees and bushes. He heard the chirping of birds and the cries of animals. Suddenly, a deer darted in front of him. A pack of wild dogs were chasing it. The magic ring. How can I save the deer? Ebin thought. He remembered the magic ring. Will it work? He took it out from his pocket, rubbed it softly and said, Save the deer. Suddenly he noticed the trees swinging to and fro. Ebin looked up at the sky. He saw a huge crane with white wings. It came near fluttering its wings. It looked like a war plane. It lifted the deer and flew up. The scared dogs ran for their lives. The crane came down again and put the deer back in the bushes. Wow, the magic worked, Ebin cried out. The magic works again. Ebin walked on. He was tired. He sat under a tree and soon fell asleep. Grrr! Ebin heard a loud roar. It was a lion. It jumped at Ebin. Ebin rubbed the ring and said, Magic ring, help me. The crane appeared once again in the sky. It flew towards Ebin. Come, hold on to my legs, the crane said. Ebin jumped up and held on its legs tightly. Before the lion could do anything, the crane flew high up into the air with Ebin into the valley of fruits. The crane flew above the trees and hills. Where are we going? Ebin asked. To the value of fruits. The crane replied. The crane landed in a beautiful valley. The trees were all loaded with fruits. Ebin and the crane sat on a rock and ate some sweet fruits. Are you happy? The crane asked. No, Ebin said in a sad voice. Why? Are you still hungry? The crane asked. I want to go home. I want to see my mom. Ebin started crying. The flight. Don't worry, my little boy, I'll take you home soon, the crane said. The crane fluttered its wings. Ebin clung to its legs. The crane rose into the sky again. They flew over mountains and across valleys. Now we are flying over the sea, the crane said. Evan looked down. He saw the deep blue sea. The waves were playing with the wind. My home, Evan cried. The crane flew down. Reunion. Ebin heard the sound of waves. Look, that is my home, Ebin yelled in joy. The crane almost touched the ground. Mom, Ebin called out and ran to his home. Ebin turned to say goodbye to crane, but the crane had disappeared in the sky. Ebin's father and mother came out. I am sorry, my dear. Where were you? Father asked, hugging Ebin tightly. Ebin wanted to tell them all about the magic ring, the crane, the deer, the lion, but nothing came out. Words choked in his throat. Come, dear, let's go inside, Mother said. Ebin looked at the sky again. Where has the crane gone? Ebin looked up. He saw a white feather floating in the air. A smile appeared on Ebin's face.